How is the unity of art style preserved?
Oh, you're down here on the art? Nice.
Yeah. Because you're already you're already doing this stuff, so as
Mm-hmm.
well.
Gotcha.
Hmm. To be a to be what? To be announced, right? Okay, yeah, that's what that is.
Here, do you want to look over what I wrote for the hook and twist and
Mm-hmm.
see if you agree with it or what we can cut out of it?
Mm-hmm. Mm, productive. Cause like I was like just like thinking about how CJ. What if it? What if it's not really about productivity, but his way of life, I guess.
Okay.
It's like,
What?
for
Yeah.
example, right? He'd
Mm-hmm.
he'd want to be an artist of some kind or something and make comics or something like that. But that's not. Is that considered being productive?
Right, right. Not by like the corporate side of the world and whatnot, which
Yeah.
would be what Bear and AI would probably have a better understanding.
Right.
So
Exactly.
I do like how you said the way of life and whatnot. Like, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, cause like using the artist example again, he might not really get anywhere with it, but like, um, the Baron, uh, Clint Jr.'s personality shines through, uh, and like, it's not all about being productive or being uh, someone uh, that's smart or like be or has value to society, right? Like I
Mm-hmm.
do want that to be a thing with the game, is that
A good
like,
message.
yeah, exactly, as part of the message, because um I mean, as an AI, right? As a human being, Clint Senior would not be able to see that, these
Mm-hmm.
things. But as an AI, he has access to unlimited information, and at some point, uh, he'll look into like those kinds of people that are not, you know, the the not a um, what is it called? They're not like efficient or self-sufficient or like workers, like those kinds of people, are artists, content creators in general, actually, really,
Mm-hmm.
like, us being writers, right? Like we do have good opinions. We do have uh, things that are worth uh, that have a lot of value, right? With how life should be, how people should live their lives, right? And I I have a feeling that like a lot of people out there, they don't know what that's like, or they don't think about that kind of thing, right? And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
in a way, it's our job, right, to like help these people understand these concepts of like morals and righteousness and how to live life, right? It's like how to enjoy yourself living life, kind of thing. Stuff that like we value as human beings, that corporate does not value. Like they'd rather that you just shut up, work your 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours, 8 to 12 hours a week, you know, uh, per day, and 5 days a week or something, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like
Yep.
just do your job, kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
They don't care about what you have to say or what suggestions you may have, unless you are like the best worker there is, or at least up there, right?
Yep.
And part of the game is for the Baron to be able to realize that that's not the only thing to human life, right? It's not about
Mm-hmm.
being the best employee, the best, uh, most productive person, and knowing that he's gonna be uh, that he's gonna get up there, in life, or in the business world. I guess more like in the business world. Okay,
Right.
like
Right.
there's a possibility that he can still go up there in life, uh, in that like the Baron like could be inspired enough by CJ, his way of life, in that he's curious how CJ will go through life and how he will live it. Like, will he be poor? Will he still be happy even if he was poor? How will his path? Where will his path take him? You know, like
Right.
at the end of the day, CJ being his own person and not being who his father is a very curious thing. Like, this clone of mine has a life of his own, and he wants to take things in a completely different route from what I did. Like, doesn't that sound interesting to observe? Like, if I take over this body, he's this side of him is gonna be no more, and like I don't get
Mm-hmm.
to see any more of this person that maybe I would have become if I weren't a tech a prodigy AI tech guy or whatever, right? Or whatever,
Right.
like a
Right.
computer guy anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like stuff like that, right? It's like it probably doesn't even matter, you know, if he breaks down or whatever. Maybe he just wants to see how this is gonna end for CJ. You know, it's like watching a lifelong movie.
Right. Yeah. That is interesting.
Yeah,
No, I really like that message that you're kind of shooting out there. I think it's something that could really hit home for some of the players of the visual novel by the end.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I thought about that ever since I started making that point system. It's like, you know, the player, they can like get through the game and be like really good at it and get all the points and whatnot, and then they'll easily beat the game. But what about those that just don't get it right? Like, what about them?
Right.
It's like,
Yeah.
how much do they need to improve themselves to beat the game? And what kind of forgiveness system would be in place? That forgiveness system was talking to the Baron. CJ talking to the Baron is like, you're literally like making choices and whatnot as you're having your conversation with the Baron, shooting the breeze or talking about life and whatnot. You know, just like
Right.
and talking about anything that can be relevant to the story or whatnot, and you're getting points for that. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like that stuff may, can alleviate enough that you can beat the game if you do it right.
Right.
Yeah, and so that's like where personality comes in over productivity anyway, or I guess like being really good, right? In this case,
Right.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, like CJ is how good he is dependent on the player, and like if the player's really bad at playing the game, but they like talking to the Baron, then they should be rewarded for it, right?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. In any
Hmm.
case, though,
Very nice.
yeah. So that'd be like two sides of CJ. Is like, how, like the one that's like can't do anything. Maybe he was the kind of guy that like that that floundered around even while at the having a job and whatnot, and like maybe he got fired from a few jobs too.
That's a good point.
Yeah. It's like
That would be interesting to add that in.
yeah. It's like if by like the halfway point of the game, they did a really shitty job of solving the mysteries or whatever, then then CJ will unlock this past that he was a that he was that he did a really shitty job during his 2 years, and he was just living his life the way that he wanted to, I guess.
Right. Oh, jeez.
Yeah. But yeah, and the way that would work if we were to implement it is literally just, oh, how did the player do in the first arc of the game, and then how did they do in the second arc of the game? Did they get less than 5, I guess, or whatever? Okay, then they did pretty bad for both, and then therefore unlock this 2 years past system that wouldn't have appeared otherwise.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, like so yeah, that's the way it'll go. It's like you're either a productive CJ or you're a heartfelt CJ that's like has charisma, I guess, you know. It's like you got that charisma, and I wonder how your life is gonna go.
Right.
Because you don't need to be smart to be charismatic.
No, no, you do not.
Yeah.
I always laugh at those videos that show like playing a game where you give your character, all like max out their charisma, and then they just everything they do is just, a success not based on intelligence or strength or anything, just all on their charisma.
Yeah, yeah. Like you successfully riz this lady, and you successfully get a good deal on this car because you just got that riz, man. And then there's
And just
also the gambling. You got all this luck or whatnot.
right, yeah, exactly. Um, yeah, I'm just kind of noticing right quick the section that we're just looking over, the hook and twist.
Hmm.
Should we move that up to story and plot, or what do you think? Just because it's right under the characters
Yeah, yeah, do
header.
that for sure.
Okay. Go. Oh, I gotta go like this.
Uh,
Don't worry.
okay, yeah, sure. There we go.
Boom.
There we go.
Nice. Intelligent or charismatic?
Yeah. That way
And
the
if you end up in, oh, go ahead.
that's what I was just gonna say. That way, uh, you'll know that it's the player being good at the game, or the player just uh, emphasizing with the emphasizing empathizing with the game. Yeah.
Right, yeah. Like it's, yeah, either you're really good at the game or you really just experience the hell out of that game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I think
But,
that we should. So I think instead of the point system for the conversation stuff, what if
hmm
we just made it so that if the player uh like goes through all the side talking content with the Baron, then they beat the game.
oh, yeah, that's not a bad kind of like little hidden thing.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so let's see. We're supposed to put that in like mechanics, right?
I think that would be down here in mechanics, yeah. Um, I mean, we got level flow
Mm-hmm.
checks. No. Where would that go in here? Just progression? No. Core loop. Well, this will be really good to kind of figure out everything, like get everything kind of down in writing for the mechanics.
Mm.
Looking at all the questions here with the core loop and the challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, combat model.
Yeah, we're gonna do
Get
some
ready to
fight.
rumble. Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and implement this fighting game plugin to our renpy, and we're gonna make a fighting game with Clint Jr. controlling the Baron, and the Baron is a fighting game character.
Yep, he's fighting off computer viruses that CJ accidentally downloaded
Yeah,
with his hentai file.
this hentai file. uh, yeah. Other than that system, like we don't really have any kind of gameplay decided unless you listen to ESS's tutorials and decide to, put together whatever from
Mini
there.
games and stuff.
Like, yeah, the mini
Yeah,
games
now
and stuff.
CJ's hungry. He needs to make a sandwich.
uh, yeah. Or that putting together a paper puzzle thing. That was funny. Like
Oh yeah.
there was a teared into 4 sections paper, and like you had to put it together.
Ah, the article that he printed out. Rip it up.
uh,
Put it back together. It's
why
like
did
hide the
it?
evidence.
Uh,
Should we just add a new header within under the mechanics for just like system or something?
let's see. I mean, if that's easier, yeah, might as well. Cause like,
Yeah, I just don't see any of the questions that kind
mm-hmm,
of would refer to that.
yeah,
So we can just go after
code.
core loop.
Oh. So like, past that, or past mechanics, there's levels, right? And that
Okay,
might have something to do with it.
sure. All right, let's look here.
I think objectives, can levels have different types of objectives? What makes the objectives interesting for the player? Are there sub-objectives? Can they be skipped? Let's see, what type of obstacles do they have to overcome? Was the obstacle placement determined?
Oh, it's an interface.
Hmm.
I mean, there's a help system down here at the bottom of interface,
Hmm.
but that doesn't really have anything to do with like the game mechanics system.
Mm-hmm. Game engine, help system, dialogue, graphical user interface, economy. Okay, yeah. So I guess for yeah. Oh, what will we call it? It's um it's I guess like maybe we can call it like win condition system.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Yeah. Win condition in itself is fine.
Twos. Yeah. And we want to number it.
Yeah, I really like that the system of the player having to go through every single uh, dialogue with the Baron, because then it'll show that that the player cares about that stuff, and then it's like they'll get to win the game for caring about it so much anyway.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I sucked at the main story quest of the game, but because I went through all of the side comment stuff, I apparently I win for that. Yay! And it's like the
Yay!
achievement will say so. Let's see. So we got point system for main story and side content. Okay.
All right.
Yep. That's it for now, anyway.
Good for now, yeah.
Yeah. I guess we'll do like a possible one. Possible. Um. Player tries to lose by, or actually just chooses all the wrong options in the main story arcs. So it's like for the first arc, oh, you just choose all the wrong options. You're really bad at the game, and then like you're so bad that you get a bad ending right then and there.
Baron just can't stand it anymore. Just takes you over. All right, we're done here. I'm taking the wheel.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh my god.
I do like that. Although that would, I don't know.
I think that should
But
be
that,
a second playthrough kind of thing.
yeah, right. That would make more sense. Yeah.
It's like
Once the surprise is gone.
yeah. Again, it's like only if B condition is met. Question mark. I mean, technically it doesn't have to be met, but like, yeah, yeah, it's well, we'll see, we'll see. That's why I do question mark anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
All
Something we
right.
can come back to at a later day.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think I'm getting ready to call her a night.
Okay. Yeah.
We got a lot done, so that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
Think it'll be wise for us to continue working on this on Wednesday after we kind of go through some stuff and maybe mess around with renpy again. We can just always come back and fill out stuff in the GDD till
Yeah.
one of us runs out of steam.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. I'm not running out of steam before you do. Haha. Okay. This is a
You won
competition.
this time. Yeah. At this rate, we'll just get the whole game done in a day. You know?
If only. If
Oh
only.
God.
Yeah. Okay then. But yeah, no, like very good progress we made, and
Yeah.
that what's it called? The meeting itself lasted almost 4 hours. Actually,
Yeah.
I'd say that it lasted 4 hours because like I didn't start to stream until like some minutes in after we talked about some whatever it is that we talked about in the beginning anyway.